and European design.
You literally could have taken any kid off the corner, but you chose me. Why?
These fools in the streets acting like they got something to prove. They only want to hustle for the money and the flash. But not you. You're special.
Welcome to Atlanta. You've got everything you could ever want. Culture, style, and of course, music. But if you look deeper, there's a whole other side you've never seen before. Freeze! Welcome to my world. I've been working these streets since I was 11. Gave people jobs when there were no jobs. I swapped cash for crypto and redefined the hustle. I choose my crew wisely. Scatter, that's my mentor.
I know you miss your favorite student.
Miss kicking your ass.
Georgia, she's my inspiration.
You can be whatever you want to be.
And Eddie, that's my soul.
Everything is moving smooth like butter. Appreciate you a genius.
You've been operating under the radar. All of that's about to change.
Call an ambulance, you take it to the hospital.
You know there's a difference between getting out and being pushed out.
This new crew, they have cartel connections. And they're coming after everything we have and everyone we love.
What's the play here?
One last score is so big that we will never have to look over our shoulder again. But we have to go to the source.
If we do this, there's no going back.
Never was.
I know who you are, priest. Abandon our business? That's unacceptable.
I promise I'm gonna take care of you.
We stick to the plan.
What plan? We black men ain't nowhere safe. Come on, let's take a drive.
Now I'm going to bring one of the favorite watches we have had here at the TV channel. They are the Renato limited edition. They're a numbered limited edition. They're Swiss Ronda movement. They are a dual time and 2 movements in this watch. So incredibly beautiful. 2 different time zones, which you're going to absolutely love. You'll notice that there's 2 crowns, one at 2 o'clock and one at around about the 7 or 8 o'clock. Those are 2 independent movements. It is a Swiss Ronda. Also, they are full diamonds with the Renato Collezione with the RC logo down at the 5 o'clock. Let's pick up the gentleman's first. I've got the all white. Now, I know that the red one completely sold out, didn't it? And the purple. Those have gone. Now, this also is an interchangeable strap. So for those of you that absolutely love interchangeable straps, you're going to love the ability to do that on this one. I'm going to grab the black, and then I've got the matching ladies. So if you are looking for his and her Christmas presents, you're in the right place. Very interesting dial. It's so uber cool and trendy and fashionable to have 2 time zones. I don't know whether you've ever jumped on a plane recently, but those that travel a lot, especially the jet setters and especially those that are pilots, or what's the correct way of calling it? Can you say air hostesses now? I feel like you have to be PC and say it correctly, and I never remember what the correct term is. Definitely not trolley dollies. I'm not allowed to use that anymore. I think that was a 60s term, wasn't it? Anyway, so if you see anybody traveling or somebody that travels for a living, they often do have a 2 time zone watch. Really cool, love it. It basically means you can have 2 different time zones. So you can set this as London, I could set that as Los Angeles, or you can set it as your favorite place in the world. Do you know what I do with my iPhone? This is a bit of a secret. On my world clock, I have Los Angeles time, Austin time, because I often go over to the TV channel in Texas. I have Japan time, because I do business with somebody in Tokyo. I have London time, because obviously Greenwich Mean Time, I want to know what time it is for my family. And then the other time zone that I have, wait for this, is Mali in the Maldives. And you're gonna go, Liz, why would you have that on your phone? I have that on my phone because I went there 10 years ago and I keep saying I'll go back for Christmas, I'll go back for Christmas. I've been saying it for 10 years. So you could, if you wanted to, have your favorite place in the world. Maybe your next holiday, maybe you're gonna go to Gran Canaria, maybe you're gonna go to Bahamas, and you wanna set one of the time zones so that you're counting down to that holiday, or maybe you travel a lot. So have a look at the dial. You have your grade A Australian mother of pearl. You have blue raised markers. Amazing texture. Look at the texture behind the Renato logo. Isn't that fabulous, the way that it comes all the way around? Swiss movement, handmade marked at 6 o'clock, and then hand applied prong set diamonds in the RC logo. And then if I take you to the crown, this crown, textured and finished with the RC logo, will work this independent clock, and then that particular crown will work that one. Now, something very special on this before I get to the back of the watch. You can actually push button release. Now, if you only push one side, it's not coming out. You have to pinch and pull it out. It's actually the world's quickest interchangeable watch strap. I absolutely love it. So if I show you around the back of the watch, other way around, have a look at this. Genuine diamonds, handmade and assembled, Swiss made and movement, and then you're looking at interchangeable feature. Now I want you to have a look at here. That tells you how many were made. Can we read that from there, Johnny? 865 were made, and this one is number 510 or 510 limited edition. I remember when we had number 1 in those, they did completely sell out. So there were only 825 made, limited edition, and when they've gone, they've gone. Swiss Ronda movement, really, really beautiful. So that's your actual head of the watch. It's a dome crystal, and it's the fastest, as far as I'm aware. Let me see if I'm popping this on the right way. Interchangeable strap. So literally, is that the side I took it off? I think it was the other way. Ooh. There you go. So I've just snapped that back on. Yeah, if you can come back to me, Johnny. So that's just snapped back on. The leather's beautiful, isn't it? And then let me see if I can do the other side. If I show you the back, there's actually a groove where it slides in like so. There you go. Super, super easy. So if you want to wear a white leather strap one day, you can do. If you want to stay with the black also. If you also notice the finish of the watch, the actual rim is high polish, and then the rest of it is like a matte brushed satin. Really, really beautiful. Now, that was the fellas. I do have the matching ladies, and then for the ladies, I actually have 2 colors. The men's 2 colors have sold out, but the white is the most popular anyway. So I'm just going to show you his and hers. We've now moved on to the detail for the ladies, item 49, 37, 26. But look at those. Isn't that a gorgeous set? If you've got an anniversary, a wedding anniversary coming up, or you've got a birthday present and you want to buy yourself something and your partner, how about that? Beautiful set. Only £56. I've got to say, this is one of the lowest prices, $159 for a Swiss-made, Swiss movement, genuine diamonds, 2 independent dials, interchangeable strap. It's an amazing price for the brand. The brand is famous, Renato. They do limited edition watches. They're all Swiss-made. They're all numbered limited edition. They're diamond, and 2 independent Swiss movements with that Swiss Ronda. Incredibly beautiful. So let's get rid of the fellas. 825 made of the gentlemen's. The ladies, less, 745. So 2 colors that the ladies comes in. Blue always proves very, very popular, and I actually love the mother of pearl on the blue because it shines so incredible, doesn't it? It looks so different. Whereas if you look at the white dial, you can see that it's mother of pearl, but the color, the light doesn't change that much, although you will get more rainbow colors in this one. I love color mother of pearl. Now, it is a lot harder to do because they have to take the mother of pearl from Australia. Remember, that's all natural inside the shell. They have to handcraft and cut them, and hopefully they don't break any because obviously the shell's quite thin. And then when it's blue, they actually dye it from the back. So that is such an incredible technique. Now this one has gold finish and gold markers and gold hands on this. Again, genuine diamonds in the RC logo, 2 independent Swiss movements, a crystal dome sapphire, and then you're also looking at incredible texture, high polish and a brushed satin. I love how the screws are a high polish. It kind of complements the brushed, and then textured on the 2 crowns, 2 independent Swiss movements, 2 time zones. You are now a jet setter. If you have a daughter that you're thinking, I never know what to buy her. I mean, my brother used to laugh. He used to say, I never know what to buy Liz for Christmas or birthday. She's impossible. She's got everything. A watch is always the way to go, especially when you got a 2 time zone, because not everybody owns one yet, but they are incredibly trendy and everybody wants them. Again, genuine leather, incredible, almost like an alligator or a snake or something with that texture, isn't it? Genuine leather, and then push button release. So again, the world's fastest that I know of interchangeable strap. So if the lady wanted to put a white one on, you could purchase them, pick them up probably from Renato. And then if we have a look at the back, again, genuine diamonds, handmade and assembled, Swiss made movement, and you're looking at interchangeable feature. It tells you which number out of 745, is it the same number? No, sorry, 445 on the blue. A lot less of the blue ones made. Limited edition, Swiss movement and the Ronda movement that's in there. Incredibly beautiful. Again, I'm just gonna snap them back on like so and have a look at that. Let me try it on my wrist. I'm dying to try the blue one on. This with blue jeans would be fabulous for Christmas, wouldn't it? You could wear a nice red Christmas Santa jumper. And then of course you can wear your blue jeans with that. That looks great. Absolutely love it. The blue dials just shine like nothing else, don't they? It's so, I'll tell you something, everybody that sees this watch around you will be so curious. They'll be dying to see and come closer. It's one of those watches that I'm sure you'll take it off. A real designer piece. Swiss movement, Swiss made movement, and you're looking at genuine diamonds, limited edition. They only made 445 of the blue. We've just had our last batch. That is it. So if you fancy getting them, jump on the phone lines and give us a call right now. Renato, limited edition piece, and incredible that you're looking at. So you've got the blue and you've got the white, and you're gonna absolutely love these. Okay, I'll show the men's again. Okay, we have got a customer. Derek, you want to see the ladies and the men's together, is that right? Should we show the 2? So I'll just grab the 2. You can always get in touch with me, Liz Fuller on Facebook and Instagram. Do you use Instagram? I am Lizzie. So that's ZZIE, Lizzie Fuller. I am Lizzie Fuller. Find me on there, send me a message. I reply to everybody. So that's the gentlemen's and the ladies. Both have the same amount of diamonds. Both have 2 of the Swiss independent clock movements. And I would set 2 different time zones. Even if you don't travel, let's put it on your next holiday destination. Or if you've got relatives the other side of the world, like I obviously do. I think it's just such a fun watch to have. The blue, red, and the purple of the fellas has gone. And the blue and the the red and the purple for the ladies has gone. So I've got a blue left. That's it with the ladies. I don't have the fellas in blue. But you could, if you wanted to, a gentleman could pick this one up and the lady could have the blue. You don't have to have the same color. I mean, if you want totally matching, then do go for the same. Go for the white. Beautifully made, an incredible price. 159. You don't pick them up at 159. Remember, they're limited edition. You will never get them again in the world. Once they've gone with us, you won't pick these up in the United Kingdom. Incredible watches and something that you're really going to love. Right, next up, let's go to a brand that all the collectors love. Normally it's our Danny that brings it to you. Let's bring you Di Baccari, and a very, very special treat indeed. So the next one is a limited edition 3-reg Swiss movement, the black dial with the off-white subdials. If you have a look at the inner rim and you have a look at the subdials, do you see how it's not white? It's not cream. It almost has this, it's like a, you know, like an old parchment paper yellow. It's a really beautiful limited edition watch. Love everything about it. Screw down crowns. You have the chronograph detail that I'll take you through. So your everyday second hand is actually at the 3 o'clock position. Then you have your 12, it's not a second time zone, is it? It's a 12-hour indicator, is that right? At the 6 o'clock, and then you have a 30-minute chronograph. Real beautiful watch that you're getting. I love everything about it. You can feel the weight the minute you pick it up. And guys, we've got an incredible price on this, so we'll get the price on screen for you when we can. A lot lower than what you'd be paying elsewhere on this one. Love the bezel with the tachometer, the black, and the stainless steel build is phenomenal. Now this is brand new coming into us, so I still have the plastic and some of the paper on this model, and a real everyday piece that you're going to love. Dibukari, huge brand here in America. You know, Danny's had this a long time, Dibukari. What is it, 20 years with Dibukari? And this one is limited edition. Oh, you can actually call in and choose your number. So if you have a look down here, it tells you that there were only 99 made, and this one is number 4. Wow, so we really have low numbers. That is a number 4 out of 99 only made. So if you call in now, we will pack it and ship it out to you, and it will have all the plastic on. Do we know what numbers we got, Johnny? Oh, we have 4, 5, and 6. Pretty good for collectors. I love the color of the subdials. Really think it's so unusual. If it was white, it would be that kind of black and white bright, wouldn't it? But I really love the fact that they're that off-white creamy yellow. It kind of gives it a little bit more of a distinct and unusual look. Dibukari, a brand name that's been with us a very, very long time. This is your latest model. It's a limited edition. You are looking at a fantastic 3 reg that you've got here. These are all screw, aren't they? Or are they push button? I'm trying to work that out. Obviously screw down crown. Actually, let's just reset that if we can. Okay, let's start. Push button. So where are we with that? Are we seeing? So push button to start with the chronograph. Okay, there you go. I've just started it and reset it. That is such a beautiful watch. Love the stainless steel. It's such a sporty piece, isn't it? And love how those mirror or silver hand applied raise markers catch the light. This is going to be one of those watches that you will absolutely love wearing. I guarantee you'll wear this every single day. Brushed stainless steel, double security clasp, pilot inspired, very, very similar look. It's that classic pilot's watch, isn't it? If you think about what's on the market, like your Rolexes and your Breitlings and your Omegas, you know, they really go after that classic, and Tag Heuer as well. They go after the tachometers on the bezel. They go after the 3 reg and obviously the screw down crown and detail. You can't go wrong with this, ladies. If you're looking for a Christmas present, birthday present, fellas, if you're looking for a brand new watch, you can't go wrong with it. You'll feel the quality the minute you get it. And the dial is so distinctive. Yeah, that's true. Normally with the item, you know, the limited edition, they only made 99. That's normally on the back. I love the fact Dibukari put that on the front. I have 4, 5, and 6. Very low numbers. If they're your favorite number, jump on the phone lines, be one of the first callers, because 4, 5, and 6 will go to customers. Make sure you're the one on the line. That is such a phenomenally beautiful watch. It's sporty, it's pilot inspired, and it's a brand that's been around a very, very long time with us, Dibukari. What is it? Is it 20 years, Johnny, Dibukari here in California? And the warranty on the Dibukaris? 2-year warranty on these. So jump on the phone lines, brand new, boxed up, ask for 4, 5, or 6, first come, first served. And Swiss Chrono Quartz 3 reg movement. Love the black with the off-white, that creamy yellow. It's just so distinct and different. If it was a bright yellow, it would be too strong for me. For me, I really love it's this coolness about it. It's just classy and cool and sporty. Jump on the phone lines for your brand new D. Bacari. You're gonna absolutely love that.
New in Hollywood is brought to you by D. Bacari. Passion, precision, and European design.
Everything is moving smooth like butter. Priest, you a genius.
You've been operating under the radar. All of that's about to change. Call an ambulance, you take it to the hospital.
Hey everyone, I'm Lex Scott Davis at CinemaCon promoting Superfly. Future is across the board with any demographic, like arguably the hypest rapper, producer there is right now. I think that the younger audience will for sure connect to his beats, his the authenticity that Future brings. He's in his own lane, you know what I mean? And he's definitely one of this generation, one of the highest, caliber of music people and moguls there is out there. So to have him attached to this, I'm also a big fan of his. To have him attached to this and be on the same project that his name is attached to is like, it's amazing. It's so exciting. I'm excited for everyone to be in the theater and really hear all of his new music and really be able to dance to everything while they're in their seat. As a woman, I'm gonna speak for the women. I think in a time like this, it's really awesome to be able to portray what it means to be a woman in 2018. You know what I mean? Having the strength, the dominance, and the equality with the men. Georgia, my character I play, is amongst the men. She brings the poise and she brings the right attitude and the right amount of maturity to a lot of the situations. The fact that she can be the voice of reason for Priest and Cynthia, amidst all of the chaos that's going on around them, it's an honor and a huge responsibility. I believe in X's vision 1,000%. He's such an artist in every aspect. When we began the film, he had done so much homework and backstory on each of our characters, literally had packets for every character, breaking down their characteristics based on their zodiac signs and numerology. He did the extra amount of homework to give us layers that we needed to go forward and steer, the story.
Look at this right here. This is called the Classic. And I talked about on other watches that had the 2 reg. I'm going to talk about it here. Let's go ahead and put up the price. We got a special price for this, gang. Got a special price for this. Take a good stare at this one right here. This is beautiful. I love the look of this. And the reason is it's called Classic, right? But what they did is they put a little flair to it. If you notice, they put the little racing tachometer on the inside. Do you see that? Do you see how cool that is? So what it is, it's got this classic design, kind of like it reminds me of almost like, this is what it reminds me of, this watch. It reminds me of almost like the Omega, like the Breitling Avenger with the numbers, right, and the dial. Then it kind of reminds me of the Breitling Bentley, which is a 2 reg, which is like one of their best sellers. Way more expensive than their 3 regs. This is what's hot, is the 2 regs out there. Notice this is a 2 reg, by the way, that they just produced, brand new. And it reminds me kind of the Breitling Bentley combined with the Breitling Avenger. And then what they did is they wanted to add a little spark, a little pop to it. And then what they did is they put the racing tachometer. It's always on the outside, gang. It's always on the outside. They put it on the inside of the crystal. They put it on the inside of the case. I'm talking about this watch right here. This watch right here, guys, look at how well made this is. Look at the band on this. It's funny because these links right here are highly polished and satin finished links, right? Do you see that? And what's amazing about them is that these links to polish take forever. They really do. And so when you see something that's kind of two-tone like this, just remember it took forever. There's actually somebody hand polishing the highly polished on the inside there, the links right there. But look at how well made this is. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Big scratch resistant crystal. On top of this, Bulova, as we all know, is one of the most, yes, everybody loves them. Why? Because they are, well, they just last forever, guys. Everybody loves them because they last forever. They're dependable. Their quality is amazing. The prices are always, to how high of quality watch they are, the prices are insanely crazy. Seriously. I mean, they'll outlast. You can pass this down for generations and generations, gang. I mean, this one right here. And look at this big, beautiful, thick, solid, brand spanking new in the box. Look at the price. Go ahead and look at the nice shot again. And check this out, guys. 159 pounds gets it to your house. 56 pounds for that bad boy right there. Look at that. And that movement, look where the date placement is. Notice the date placement? See it at the bottom? How cool is that? Look at the date placement on this, guys. It's down there at the bottom. And then look at the style. You know, this style, this movement, this whole entire watch right here, this is something that, you know, when you get this to your house, you look at it and you start, if you know watches, first thing you get is I like to give you my opinion, what I kind of get what influences I see out of this watch right here. And what I see is Breitling Avenger, little bit of the Breitling Bentley, which is the car watch, runs about $8-9 grand. Then they threw in the Omega Speedmaster, put the that racing radical tachometer on the inside, give it a little pop. And then to top it off, guys, look at the date placement at the bottom here. Look at the date placement at the bottom, at the 6 o'clock right here. I mean, this is just, this movement, this style, this watch, and like I said, this is really a special treat, especially at this price. This should easily be $239, $249, guys. Got a little special treat for you, for a few of you at $159. Get on the phone and grab these beautiful, really, really high quality, thick, beautiful. I mean, when I say beautiful, it's got so many influences. You look at it, you're just like, wow, which one do I want to be today? Do I want to be the Breitling Avenger? Do I want to be the Breitling Bentley? Do I want to be the Omega Speedmaster? I mean, really, all combined into one, and there it is right there. And that complication is really special, considering it is one of the most accurate, dependable. And remember, the hottest thing in the industry right now are 2 regs, gang. 2 regs, which that watch right there is. And there you go right there. Get on the phone and grab this.
New in Hollywood is brought to you by Bakari, passion, precision, and European design.
You literally could have taken any kid off the corner, but you chose me. Why?
These fools in the streets acting like they got something to prove. They only want to hustle for the money and the flash. But not you. You're special.
Welcome to Atlanta. You've got everything you could ever want. Culture, style, and of course, music. But if you look deeper, there's a whole other side you've never seen before. Welcome to my world. I've been working these streets since I was 11. Gave people jobs when there were no jobs. I swapped cash for crypto and redefined the hustle. I choose my crew wisely. Scatter, that's my mentor.
I know you miss your favorite student.
Miss kicking your ass.
Georgia, she's my inspiration.
You can be whatever you want to be.
And Eddie, that's my soul.
Everything is moving smooth like butter. Priest, you a genius.
You've been operating under the radar. All of that's about to change.
Call an ambulance, you take it to the hospital.
You know there's a difference between getting out and being pushed out.
This new crew, they have cartel connections. And they're coming after everything we have and everyone we love.
What's the play here?
One last score is so big that we will never have to look over our shoulder again. But we have to go to the source.
If we do this, there's no going back.
Never was.
I know who you are, priest. Abandon our business? That's unacceptable.
I promise I'm gonna take care of you.
We stick to the plan.
What plan? We black men ain't nowhere safe. Come on, let's take a drive.
Now I'm going to bring one of the favorite watches we have had here at the TV channel. They are the Renato limited edition. They're a numbered limited edition. They're Swiss Ronda movement. They are a dual time and 2 movements in this watch. So incredibly beautiful. 2 different time zones, which you're going to absolutely love. You'll notice that there's 2 crowns, one at 2 o'clock and one at around about the 7 or 8 o'clock. Those are 2 independent movements. It is a Swiss Ronda. Also, they are full diamonds with the Renato Collezione with the RC logo down at the 5 o'clock. Let's pick up the gentleman's first. I've got the all white. Now, I know that the red one completely sold out, didn't it? And the purple. Those have gone. Now, this also is